We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody.
Deontay Wilder, bronze bomber, one of the hardest punchers in heavyweight history. His knockout percentage is Wilder Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Wilder Usyk.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. No rest for the weary. Counter right. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. As the great Phil Collins once sang, I can feel it in the air tonight. What a buzz.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. And he misses with that jab. Perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
On to the second round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
Nice counter punch. That's another scoring shot. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch. Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right, concentrate.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the score.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
He blocks the right uppercut. Both men step back for just a moment. They call it the Glory Division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He missed with that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? He threw the hook, didn't land. Nice job landing with that right hand count. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to fight it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
He misses with that jab. He just misses with that jab. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident. I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
That's it. Come on, look across at him. Look at him now. Fight. It's so important now in this first minute of this next round. Get on top of it.
There's the bell to start round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punch. Got out of the way of that right hook. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Missed him with that uppercut. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Good counter punching for both these athletes. His jab just got blocked. He misses with that jab. Nice counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell to start round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Oh, and they just got their bell rung. Neither man really defending themselves. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring. Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want, because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. You get to a peak. Good work. That's it. Breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath back. Good. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let nothing.
Round 7, here we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round. You don't want to trade shots. Hook misses. And he misses with the left uppercut. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither man really defending themselves.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
Nice counter shot. Trying to land that jab. Oh, Wilder just got clipped and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. And that's exactly where he doesn't need to be. A much better game plan here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance.
Round 8, and we're off again. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
He just misses with that big right hand. Solid punch. Good left counter that lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Just missing with the uppercut. Catch and shoot. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Left counter scores. Nice counter. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
And we enter the ninth. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. Exchange punches. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's a counter shot. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Good counter right hand again. That counter shot lands. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell for round 10. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Nice shot with the left. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Fantastic punch. Holtzman stepped back for just a moment. And they figure out the combination to this safe. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do? Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
And he fails to score with that left hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Nice counter shot. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around? The perfect counter lands. That left counter was perfectly timed. Blocks that jab. Not much accuracy being displayed. Both of these fighters swinging wildly. And a counter left. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you gotta think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little favourite and pickpocket them.
Beautiful counter punch. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Lands with the right counter. And he just missed with that left jab. Good counter left hand there. Can't find a home for that jab. Blocks that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? On to the 12th. And they seal the deal in this round after what we saw just a minute ago.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Good counter punching. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Oh, what a punch! Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? Perfect punch. Right punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as it gets. It is a draw. No winners and no losers here.
You know what? That's fair. And for the fans, I feel sorry for the fans because they wanted to walk away with some winner. But eventually, these guys are going to have to do it all over again. A draw. Suck it up, Buttercup.